Hello everyone, welcome to TechHalt. Today we'll be learning how to use pen tool. Go to File, New, take pen tool. You can find pen tool in the toolbox, and if you're not able to see the pen tool, maybe there is some other tool visible over here. So you can click and select pen tool, or you can press P. P is the hotkey for pen tool. You can manually draw anything. You can create freehand lines or shapes using pen tool. So when you click once, you will see this dot. This is called anchor point. So if I click here, this anchor point is connected to the previous one. Again, if I click, this is connected to the previous one, and so on. If I click and drag, you will see this blue line. This blue line is called a handle. Okay, so these are your anchor points and these are the handles. If I press enter, I can finish this line. So press enter to finish the line. Click on the selection tool and this line is complete. If I press P, if I bring it near this anchor point, you will see it changes, the icon changes. That means you can continue this line with another anchor point. Okay, so if you take this pen and click somewhere near the point from where we have started, if you bring it near this, you will see there is a circle near the pen icon. This means you can close the shape. So when you click, you can close the shape like this. Now suppose you want to draw a straight line. You can draw that by pressing Shift key. Hold down Shift key and you can see that you can draw a straight line. Similarly, if you hold down Shift key and if you want to draw a vertical line, you can draw that also. Okay, and if you want to draw at an angle 45 degrees, that time also you have to press Shift key. So it will confine to that particular angle. So you can say 90 degrees, 45 degrees. So if you want to confine to these particular angles, you can hold down Shift key. And now we want to add a few more anchor points in this drawing. So what we will do is press P. When you click on this path, any path, okay, path is the segment between two anchor points. So when you click anywhere on the path and you click, you can add a node or an anchor point. So select your object, press P, your object has to be selected, and when you click on the path, anywhere on the path, you can add an anchor point. Okay, suppose if you want to move this anchor point, you cannot click on the anchor point like this, but you will have to press A for direct selection tool. So press A, click and drag. So like this you can move this anchor point. Again we'll press P. Suppose if I want to delete an anchor point, so when your pen hovers over this existing anchor point, it will show a minus sign. Okay, minus sign icon. Then you can click and you can delete that particular anchor point. So if you want to add, simply click on the path, anywhere on the path, and you will see this plus sign. When you see the plus sign along with the pen, that means you can add an anchor point. Same options are available here also. Add anchor point, delete anchor point tool. So you can click on this also. Okay. Now there is one more option, convert anchor point tool. And you can see these options here also. Okay. So now coming to convert to anchor point. Sometimes what happens, see, now this is a curve. Okay, this line is curved. Now what I want is, I want this to be a sharp corner. So what I will do is, I will click here, convert selected anchor point to corner, or you can click here, or Shift plus C is the shortcut key. So what we'll do is, we'll press Shift C, okay, Shift C, and you will see that this changes. So you can click. So this becomes a corner now. Suppose if you want to move an anchor point, press A for direct selection, click and drag. So you can move this anchor point. So now we know how to add an anchor point, how to delete an anchor point, how to move an anchor point, how to convert it into a curve, and how to convert it into a corner. Suppose while drawing, I want to move this anchor point somewhere. I have clicked, I have not released the mouse button, and now if I want to move this, hold down space bar so that you can move this anchor point. Okay, without releasing the mouse button. I have already pressed my mouse button, left click, I have not released the mouse button, and I have also pressed space bar, and then I can move this anchor point like this. And then you can release. Okay, so these are the basics of pen tool. Once you practice it, then you'll be able to do it very easily. It is not at all difficult actually. Okay, you have to remember only two keys. One is P, another one is A. P is for pen, A is for direct selection tool. Okay, and you have to remember that if there is an existing anchor point, you want to delete it, then you can simply hover over that anchor point, but your object should be selected. Right now this object is selected, so I cannot delete the anchor point on this object. I will have to come over here on this object, and when I see this minus sign, I will click and I can delete the anchor point. If I want to add an anchor point, simply click and then you can add this anchor point. Suppose if you want to convert this anchor point to a corner, press Shift C and click, so that this becomes a corner now. And if you want to convert a corner into a smooth shape, again will Alt click drag. Okay, Alt click and drag, so that you can convert this anchor point into a smooth shape. So Alt click and drag like this. Okay, and these are called the handles. These are the handles, this is the anchor point.